We cutting loose.
All right, everybody, it's time for another episode of Allright Bet. Listen, I'm just going to tell you to take a look at this. Take a look at this if you want to watch this episode. Here's all our winners from the week, man. Boom, we're coming through. Look at this Navy. All this fucking phone's going off. I got to start over and shit. Jesus Christ. Fucking computer just kicked off, dude. Sorry, hold on. Got to do it all over. I'm having a frustrating fucking day. I'm going to tell you that right now, man. Frustrating fucking day. Okay, let's start it over.
We cutting loose.
All right, everybody, it's time for another episode of Allright Bet. We're handing out free winners every week. Stick around for the episode. We're running out college football playoff. We're running down the NFL. And here's how we did last week. College football, 4-1 in the bowl games, 5-1 on teasers. NFL, 12-4 on regular games. We're 13-2 on the teasers, 8-2 on money line dogs. You don't believe me? Here's the tickets, baby. Hitting them right there on the teasers. Come on with the next one, Lou. Hitting this one. 7-8 teams that we gave you in the NFL all came in on one ticket, multiple tickets with it. Here's another big one, college football bowl game runner-up. There's 3 dog parlay we gave you there. Hit at the end there. I mean, let's just, come on, man. Start the show. We'll give you some more.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of Allright Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Want a chicken dinner?
I'd buy that for $1.
Buddy, what a huge week we had last week.
Well, and last year even, but that was a good week. You know, we're hot at the right time.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Look, we only gave out 11 college football games last week, Andy, because that's all that was on with the bowl games and everything going on. We go 9-2 on those games. 9-2.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. I would say.
That takes us to 339 and 158 on the season. And in the NFL, this is where we were red hot, buddy. The NFL, we gave out 31 picks and went 25-6, pal.
Oh, okay.
25-6, man. On the season, we are 242-90 on NFL action. Red hot. And I showed the tickets at the beginning of the show because I don't want people thinking, if you weren't listening and you think we're full of shit, we're not full of shit. Those are just some of the tickets with some bigger parlays on them. And those are only mine, guys. Those aren't including Andy's. He didn't send me screenshots, all the ones he hit, and he handed us out some gems. So what a big fucking weekend of tickets for us, man.
Yeah, no, it was good. It's, it was a lot of nice little, I love that Saints team last week. I liked them there. Trying to think off the top of my head who else Minnesota.
Buddy, you're talking all the money line dogs. Let's just run that down right now. Yeah. Now we pet 10 dogs last week. 10 dogs on the Ricky Gervais versus Sarah McLachlan. Happy or sad? Spoiler alert. In the beginning of the show there, buddy, we went 8-2 on money line dogs, buddy. There it is, 8-2.
Do you remember what we had? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, buddy. We gave you Jack State, ODU, and Delaware to go with. All 3 of them hit. And we gave you the parlay. You saw it. I played it. I showed you the ticket. I played the parlay. That bad boy hit for 60, and I only put $5 on it. You know what I mean? We also got the Falcons on Thursday night. We got the Broncos over Green Bay. And Andy, you gave us Saints, DC, and Vikings on the way out. You said, give me these 3. Saints, Commanders, Vikings. All 3 come in 8-2. 8-2 on the money line dogs, buddy.
Man, that's a good week. 80%. I love it.
Yeah. And let me just remind listeners really quickly before we get into this week. Andy also gave us a really nice nugget to bet Tyler Shug from New Orleans Saints to win the Rookie of the Year, and gave us the odds last week. He said it's at 200-1 right now. This thing looks really good. Jump on this thing. Andy texted me yesterday. He said, Mikey, did you check the Tyler Shug odds this week? They've dropped from 200-1 to 16-1.
Well, the thing is, the rookies that, who's exploding, right?
Right.
Ibuka was awesome the first 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, tailed off, right?
Yep.
Dart's been hurt. I still think Dart will probably get it over Tyler there, but he's tailed off. He's definitely tailed off. Harvey's, coming slow. I can't name a defensive guy that would win this thing. off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And then who else? McMillan from Carolina. It's been kind of average to poor the last 5 weeks.
I think you've nailed it. It's Dart versus Shug, and right now, those let's just look at who they both have this week alone. The Bills are coming to town for Mr. Jackson Dart, and Shug's got the Jets. This thing could keep going in the right direction.
Yeah, and I think I said that last week, which is like, look, if you're betting this, you're kind of betting on Saints running the table, running the last 4. If you looked at their schedule and said, these are the next 4 games.
Yep.
The next 4 games are easy, because then what you're going to get New Orleans to like 6, 7, 8 wins, whatever it is. I'm not following the Saints. But you get them up to that amount of wins, and then, the last day, the voters are only going to remember the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
This guy looked really awesome. Also, New Orleans now is going to have a great pick, top 10 draft pick, and they may not take a quarterback. So
maybe.
And I don't think, and to be honest with you, I don't think they need to.
Yeah.
Well, you ride another year.
You ride another year. See what happens, man. Because I don't think Archer's coming out anyway, and that's who they want anyway. But anyway, listen, all I'm saying is from 200 to 1 to 16 to 1 after it exploded on our show from your mouth to listeners' ears. Vegas heard it, and that thing has dropped, buddy. So I hope you got in on it. Hope you got in on it last week. So, hey, really quickly, let's run down the stats from last week. There it is, Louis. There it is, Louis. Now, listen, we gave up 42 picks last week, Andy, and we went 34-8. 34-8. At college football, we gave you Washington, Jack State, ODU, Delaware, and we just ran the same table on the teasers. We only added Navy. Navy, Washington, Jacks, ODU, Delaware comes in 5-1 on the college teasers. NFL action, we gave you the Falcons. We gave you the Eagles and Las Vegas. Those Saints both ways, money line and with the spread. DC both ways, money line spread. Vikings both ways, money line spread. KC and the Bolts under to go 12-4 in NFL action, buddy. 12-4. And then the NFL teaser, the super teaser. We give you a 15-team teaser. I don't even need to read them all, but hey, Falcons plus 13, Texans minus 3, Browns, Bears under, the Bears even, Eagles minus 4.5, Jags minus 6.5, Bolts plus 13, Bills plus 5.5, Lions plus 13.5, Colts plus 20.5. I told you that was a lock. Broncos plus 9.5, Steelers plus 4.5, Vikings plus 12, DC plus 8.5 to go 13-2. Andy, do you know the only 2 games we missed on the 15-team teaser?
Chiefs?
Nope. It was Houston and Arizona going over because Houston scored 40 points.
Okay.
Who saw that coming? Okay. And the Bengals getting blanked cost us that one.
Yeah, by Sunday, I liked the Ravens. I know I liked the Bengals up to like Saturday or Sunday, and then I started kind of slowly moving over.
For the teaser, we were just on the over-under, and we just needed the over to hit, and it damn near hit without them scoring. We just needed them to get 1 touchdown. That thing comes in.
I mean, I just didn't know we were going to get Joe Sad.
Oh, baby.
He seems bummed.
I don't know if the Cincinnati papers or anybody in Cincinnati is listening, but the headlines ought to be Joey Boohoo.
Yeah, I didn't get that. He seems like, new Andrew Luck here all of a sudden.
Oh, man.
Somebody killed his dog. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's getting awful close to Christmas time, and they say he looks like Macaulay Culkin a little bit, and he's like Macaulay Culkin on day 3 home alone in the house. That's fucking sad, man.
Yeah, Joe Sad. I hate to see it. Great quarterback. I hope he finds whatever he's looking for and comes back next year.
You think that the Rams may get back on that old fuck these picks and just throw a 3 first-rounders to Cincy and bring in Joey B to take over for Stafford?
I mean, I love that idea. I think if you're Cincy, it's going to cost a lot. Luckily the Rams have that pick, the 8th or 9th or whatever. You know what I would do? I would do something like I would be like, here's what we'll do. We'll give you Burrow for Dart and you're in the Giants top 5 pick and maybe another pick. Let's get a quarterback in, right? Get a quarterback in, a young quarterback like Dart, and then get some defensive player at like 4 or 5, build that way from the Bengals. If you're going to trade Burrow, I probably wouldn't trade Burrow.
I mean, I don't know. They probably shouldn't, but for his sake, they probably should. Anyways, buddy, let's jump on last week's head-to-head. Last week's head-to-head, Andy pulled the old mind tricks on me again, talked me into a couple of bad ones because we just couldn't land on anything and scored them both. Andy, you got the Saints over Carolina. They won the game. You took that one. And then I gave you the 5.5 points with the Vikings and the Cowboys, and I ate that like a cold bowl of soup, buddy.
I didn't even need the 5.5. I could have given you 7.
You could have gave me 20, buddy. I don't know what's going on. McCarthy's playing well. Vikings are scoring points, but you get 2, and now you only trail by 1 with 3 weeks left, pal. Making a run.
I'm gonna pull ahead this week. I'm gonna go up by 1. You're gonna be.
I got to be careful what Jedi mind trick game you're going to try to pull me in on this week.
We'll see who you like. And then I'll see where I'm at.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, hey, let's get to this week's picks. And this week's picks are brought to you by the rustbeltclub.com, baby. Go get you some nice gear, some nice shirts, some nice wear. Go to rustbeltclub.com. Check it out.
Brought to you by the rustbeltclub.com. They make the most comfortable clothes you ever wore, and they're guaranteed to be the most conversational. Put on your Rust Belt gear, and people are guaranteed to get inquisitive. Is that Tom Brady's joint? Where can I grab them cakes? Who won that game? Oh, good morning, counselor. Is that a tooth beer or 2? I know that guy. Ho, that's a haunted water park. Abracadabra. And that's the rustbeltclub.com. It's for folks with an inquired taste.
Man, that's just a few samplings of what they got, guys. They got hoodies. They got all kind of new. They got new designs, new graphic tees, new movie poster tees. Go check it out. rustbeltclub.com. Get it.
It's a great site. Great guy runs it. I look forward to beating him again here in a couple weeks.
Anthony Finelli going to be back in the house for the playoff pick'ems, and we'll be rolling that down the road. Hey, if you missed the Big Six picks this week, guys, you missed Laser. Jim Starr from American Gladiators over there. He was on the Big Six picks. We had a great conversation, talked a lot of sports stuff, sports science, weightlifting, some injury things, but mostly about the Gladiators and stuff. And as promised, we are posting the extended interview where he and I just chop it up strictly about both documentaries, the one on ESPN and the counter documentary that was on Netflix that he took part in, Muscles of Mayhem. You'll be able to check that out as a bonus episode of DWMOD Pod this weekend on Kuttin Loose on YouTube. Now, Andy.
Wait, can I say something about this real quick?
Go ahead.
Because, in the Big Six picks, I unfortunately was out. I didn't get in to see Mr. Laser.
You were.
And my picks, and I want to get my picks here. I want to put them right here, right now in the Big Six picks. A rare opportunity for me to.
Sure. If you want to do it like that, I was going to talk through them during. Let's do it, man.
You want to talk to them? I will tell you. I just want to get them on the record right now. I'll go quick, and I'll just give you a spread over under. And if we want to talk deeper later,
let's do it.
I'm going to take Miami.
Okay.
I like Miami there. I think and I like A&M at home to win, but you're going to give me the hook. I'm going to take Miami, and I'm going to take the under.
Okay. All right.
I'm curious to hear what you took because I haven't got to hear the episode yet. But
yeah.
I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think there's too much love for Bama. Also, last time we saw these teams play, Mateer isn't what I would call fully healthy. So I like Oklahoma here.
Okay.
And I like the over.
On the over. All right.
It's 40.5 is too low. I mean, it's just too low.
Yeah, good defense, but it is like right on the button there, man.
Yeah. This Montana State, I know this is a laser special. Guys, do not follow me here. I have absolutely no clue. So I'm taking some shots, guys. I'm going to take the favorite. I'm taking Montana State. Just for laser. I'm going to ride with laser.
Gotta do it.
I had no idea. And I'm going to take 57.5 is a lot of points, man. I don't care who these teams are, but I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, these two teams, they can pour on the points. And I'm going to tell you right now, during the show, Andy, as soon as we both gave our picks, I said, Laser buddy, Jim, I don't know who Andy's going to take in any of these other games, but I guarantee you this at 4.5, my man will be playing the number and be on Montana.
Well, I did originally text you. I'm taking Montana. I'm going to take the dog. But I switched to Montana State for laser. I'm switching for laser. He went to Montana State, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time player up there. NFL
following. This is a blind follow for laser.
All right. Let's go, man. All three of us. Let's go.
I'm going to take Carolina.
Okay.
And what are we doing? I can't resist that.
You can't.
What are we doing? I'm going to take the over.
Okay. All right. Carolina and the over for you.
Pats Ravens. This is a game I'm going to change my mind on 100 times.
100.
But for right now, for the contest, I got to take the Pats.
Gotta.
I just got to take the 3. So I'm starting to lean Ravens, if I'm being honest. And I'm gonna take the over. I think we're gonna get one of those weird scoring games.
They're gonna need it.
I love Seattle today. They're right now two. In our contests are +1. Currently, they're -2. So
okay,
I'm gonna take Seattle, and I'm gonna take the under.
Seattle in the under. They were playing good defense last week against the old man, but we'll see what happens this week. Now, look, there's Andy's picks for the week. Put them with the ones that we did yesterday. Me and Jim did on the show live. And let me just tell you this right now: heading into the final 3 weeks, guest pickers are up on us by 4 games because last week BCC coach Granger lit it up. He went 5-1 on us, danced on our heads. I went 3-3. Conceded another 2 games to the damn guest picker, and Andy, you went 2-4. You fell back another game. 3 weeks to go though. Never out of it, man. Never out of it.
Look, what's gonna happen is in 3 weeks we're gonna see me on top, and everybody's gonna be like, "How did that happen?
How did that happen?"
I'm gonna do it head to head, and I'm gonna do it in the big 6 picks.
Oh man. Well, we'll see. Let's jump to it, buddy. Let's get to some games this week. That's what you guys are here for. You're here for the cream on top of the Sunday. What do they call it? Cream? Whipped cream? I don't know. You just want to share.
I don't think they do, but I like that. I like that you said that.
You're just here for the cherry, I think I meant to say. It's been a long morning.
It's the cream. We gotta give them the cream.
All right, well, let's jump into some college football. Let's run down some of these bowl games. We're going to do the best we can, which I guess last week turned out to be pretty damn good. Dove into these things, seeing who's opting out, what players, what rosters, which coaches are leaving. This is a very delicate thing. I think that we let you know you could trust us last week, though. So let's jump on this game that is tonight, the Xbox Bowl. We got Arkansas State +1. Now, I wrote this down wrong as to who they're playing.
Missouri State, baby. My alma mater.
Missouri State. It says Miss up on my tag here, Louis, and I'm like, Miss, it's Missouri State, man. You get that damn right. Your alma mater. That's right, because here it does say, I apologize, Louis, I didn't keep reading. It does say Missouri is out. Defensive linemen everywhere, offensive linemen everywhere, and their starting center is in the portal to transfer. Arkansas State pretty whole. Staying pretty whole for the game. That being said, that's going to lead me to just take Arkansas State. I'm going to take the dog here. I mean, both sides of your offensive and defensive line out, center out, big deal. That's a big deal. What do you think, man?
I love Missouri State. I'll give me the dog right now. I think they're 1.5, 2. So yeah, the +1.5, 2. I like the under in this game. I think that, the coach left. He's going to Coastal. I don't know if he's coaching.
Now, Missouri's the favorite, though.
No, not anymore. Right now I'm looking at it.
This just changed from 2 hours ago?
Yeah, Missouri State's +1.5.
Oh, wow. This thing keeps flopping back and forth. Okay, it's one of those ones. All
right. So I just think I guess I would say that, we're going to have a Petrino who's going to coach. He's going to coach him. I think it's Nick Petrino's coaching Missouri State.
Okay.
Look, if you know me and I have an opportunity to put money behind a Petrino.
Yeah, you're going to do it.
Also, Bobby Petrino coached at Missouri State 4 or 5 years ago when he was kind of coming back up. And Missouri State was awesome. And they were playing in Division II. And I think Nick's going to have more of that coming.
Yeah, we all know you are a Petrino caboose, man. You're just riding that engine wherever it goes, man.
But the thing about Petrino is, like, you don't want to bet the money line on Petrino, but you do want to bet Petrino to cover. And he'll cover as a dog and he'll cover as a favorite, but he always kind of loses just by like 2 or 3. Like, look at Arkansas this year when he started taking over. They were a covering machine. They never won a covering machine. But I like Nick Petrino. I like Missouri State. I think that team is pretty good. I think the guy who's going to go coach Coastal is a really good coach. And I think we're hopefully hear more from him. I'm excited to kind of keep up with him at Coastal.
Yeah. So, we'll see how he does. We'll get a firsthand look at him next year in the Sun Belt.
So I'm gonna give love to Missouri State. I'm not like 1,000% behind it, but sure. I am behind Missouri State, and I'm kind of on the under. So
Yeah, this is a tread lightly. This is a tread lightly game, guys, for sure.
Yeah. So I like Missouri State. I like the under.
All right, tomorrow night, Friday night, we got 2 games. We got the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Let's start with the 3 games, I think, 3 games. Let's start with the Myrtle Beach Bowl. We got Western Michigan laying 3.5 to Kennesaw State. I'm going to tell you this right now. Neither one of these teams out too many guys. Okay, they're going to be pretty whole for this game. Kennesaw, I think, has a guy or 2 out, and not a big deal. I'm going to be riding Western Michigan here. Okay, great season for Kennesaw State. Worst to first. They win their conference champs, American Conference, I believe. That conference, nowhere near as good as the MAC, my friend. Nowhere near as good as the MAC. And here's the thing. They don't play football in that conference the way that the MAC does. They're not going to line up and play, slug it out, run the football, burn the clock. They want to score points. And when Western Michigan gets to playing defense and running the football down their throat, I'm going to take the Broncos laying the 3.5 in this one.
I'm gonna take the other side. I'm gonna take Kennesaw State. You're gonna give me the 3.5 there.
Yeah.
I just at quarterback is gonna for Kennesaw State, that monster man who's the quarterback. I don't
Yeah.
But he's big enough to he can run, he can move, he'll kind of keep the thing. But it's not my favorite bet of this game. If I was only making one bet, I would bet the under.
Yeah, the under. It seems like the under's coming, but Western threw me off a week ago with that, man. I played them the under against Miami, and I think they both ended up scoring damn near 60 points total. Yeah. So that's a tough one. I'm going to be on Western. I'm going to buy the point. I'm going to get it to 2.5, and I just think they dominate the clock. And we'll see. Excuse me.
If anything, if I'm you at this point, I'm just going over saying, like, you may want to do like an Arkansas State money line, Western money line parlay.
Yeah, that'll probably be the way to play that for sure. That'll probably be the way to play that. Just rock a money line. I'll probably put a third team with it. And maybe one from this game here, this Gasparilla Bowl tomorrow night. The Gasparilla Bowl. Now we've got North Carolina State minus 4.5 versus Memphis. The over-under here is 57.5. I'm going to tell you right now, I love the over. I love the over in this thing because NC State, they can score and they don't play any defense. And I'll be damned if Memphis ain't the same damn team. Now, here's the deal with these 2 teams. And you're probably aware, Andy, but I'll fill in some of the listeners. Memphis is whole. Nobody really left, but the coach left.
Right.
Okay. The coach is gone, but they're promoting from within and they got the same team heading into a bowl game. Those are situations where I kind of like the team because they want to rally and show the coach he was wrong type deal when no one else is leaving with the coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
NC State down starting running back, down starting tight end, but still a really high powered offense. I think they plug and play at running back there. Give me NC State to just cover in this thing, and I'll take the over.
Ooh, I like the over a lot. I'm like, if you just want to make a tomorrow night play, like, give me that Western under and this Memphis NC State over.
Sure.
But I probably, if we're going to get a lot of points, like I generally tend to kind of go with the dog in that scenario. So, and especially if I think the team can score, and we don't know which Memphis team is going to show up. I know that they're returning, but like week to week, this Memphis team, 1 week was awesome and the next week was bad. So you'll know if your bet's dead if you're taking Memphis probably by the end of the first quarter. If the score is like 14-0, your bet's dead.
Oh God, yeah.
It's going to lose like 45-10.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to go over. I'm going to ride with this Memphis team. Again, I don't have the highest amount of confidence in this, so I would lean Memphis personally.
Okay. All right.
Especially with what you're saying, which is like full team back, the substitute teachers in, like this is the kind of game where like we're seeing like 7 trick plays.
Yeah.
Like an NC State's playing keep up. So I like Memphis here. Also, this Memphis beat Arkansas. I kind of in my mind I see a very similar game. I think Memphis was down early, came back, and then won 32-31, something like that. To me, that's the game we're getting here. We're going to get that almost exact game.
Okay. All right. We'll see about that, man. We'll see. I think NC State can score a bunch of points, but yeah, Memphis a little shaky for me on the season or who shows up and when they do, but they might show up. Coach bouncing, they might show up to show him he was wrong. You could be right. Friday night, big game, college football playoff. We got Alabama against OU. Talked about it on the Big Six Picks a little bit with Jim, but you weren't there. If there's anything else you want to add right here to your Big Six Picks, I think you pretty much explained where you're at on this thing. I'm just kind of on the other side. I'll let you know I did take Bama just based on the fact that DeBoer getting to see him twice. I think I saw a weird stat somewhere that Bama hasn't lost to the same team twice in one season since like 1898. It is tough in major college football to beat the same team twice, especially when you are the inferior team on paper. But OU good. They could win the game. I'm riding Bama, though. I'm going to ride with Bama on this one, and I'll probably just tag them onto a little money line parlay with somebody.
Yeah, I think if this game was in Alabama, I would have more interest. My things are Mateer is much healthier now. Defense has had some time. I think that I actually liked Alabama's defense more coming into the year, but I liked Oklahoma's defense a lot. Oklahoma's defense is better. I think that matters. Yeah. I also think Ty Simpson's hurt. He's hurt. It's hard. There was a play against Missouri, and I've seen it like on Twitter where he gets sacked and he hasn't really been the same. He hasn't been the same quarterback since that Missouri game. Yeah. I think he got hurt in that game, and I think he's kind of been toughing it out, playing through it. Also, even though I don't believe DeBoer is going to leave, I don't think he's going to go to Michigan, but I don't know. Why do I want to put money on a team like Alabama when the coach is in these rumors? He can say whatever he wants to say, but when there's smoke, there's a little fire, right? And it tells me DeBoer seems a little unhappy. And if you're asking me which one of these teams are going to quit, I believe it's Alabama. I believe Alabama will quit faster than Oklahoma. If they've already got 3 losses, like, I don't know. It just like also, I never want to bet. Everyone is penciling in Indiana, Alabama. Everyone. Like, there's hardly
that's ridiculous. This game is going to be. This is a straight up pick'em game. Anybody could win this thing. No way.
But if you asked, I bet most money. If we looked where the public money was going, it's almost all in Alabama.
They're going to be. They're going to be a public favorite. Let me say this about DeBoer. Let me say this about DeBoer. I'll tell you this: if they lose this game to Oklahoma, you mark my words, within 5 days, the Michigan AD will be fired, a new AD will be announced, and DeBoer will be working on a contract with the University of Michigan. Michigan is not, don't listen to any Michigan news about coaches until they straighten that AD thing out, buddy. Let me just tell you that right now. Everybody thinks, oh, it's this guy, it's that guy. Nobody's talking to Michigan. Nobody's taking that job if they don't know who the AD is. You're not coming in under this AD. And number one, Michigan's not going to let this AD hire a coach if he's going to be fired. And no coach is going to come in thinking, and then the guy who brought me in is going to be fired 2 weeks later. No way. They got to solidify an AD, and I think they'll do it right away if DeBoer loses this game. Alabama wins. This thing will stretch out. Yeah. My prediction.
Yeah, it's I'm with you on the fact that that I just think that I guess I can't shake the feeling that, like, I believe these Alabama kids, who a lot of them go pro, they're all very good. Like, they get down, and I don't know. I think I'm a little worried they pack it in. So, like, I just
possible. They also got the chip on their shoulder right now, though, of every day hearing you're the 3-loss team that shouldn't be in. So,
also, the other truth is I just don't think they're very good. That's the other.
I don't know, man. They, for a good stretch of the season there, they were the best team in college football, knocking off some heavy hitters.
But again, but that's the whole thing. I think we're talking about the SEC, right? Like, how good is the SEC? And I'm going to say not as good as in the past. So when they're beating Levandis or the Missouris, like, that the line between the top and the 8th was so thin this year. So I'm a sell on Bama now. I'm a sell. I think whoever wins this game is going to get destroyed by Indiana.
That's possible. That's possible. Indiana looks pretty good.
You will have me on Indiana for sure whenever that week comes.
Yeah, I mean, we could just play Indiana, Georgia right now and be done with the whole damn thing. I mean, come on. What are we doing? The 2 best teams in college football, pure champs, conference, just let them play. All right, let's jump into Saturday. I got into that with Jim. Just give it to me. All right, let's go. Saturday, more college football playoff action. We got A&M -4.5 at Miami. You and I have already given our picks on that. You and Jim both on Miami. I'm the only one on A&M. Riding A&M. I just like them. I think that they play better competition. They got a better defense. We'll see how Miami fares against somebody, not named Duke, I guess, is their conference champion. I think if this thing's close by half, Miami could have a real shot, but they could get shocked early and be like, we're not ready to play a team like this. I don't know. We'll see.
I think Miami has free money, and I think that is a scary team to play.
Sure.
Whoever's playing the free money team here. And we got a couple more free money teams, and I will be definitely on them. But this is one of my free money teams. Like they lose. Hey, we should have taken Notre Dame. They win. We told you so. So I think we're about to see a we told you so. I think it's going to be close regardless. I
just don't trust Cristobal. You and I both on that page. Don't think he's a good coach. I think he's Ryan Day light. Get him into a big game. He just gets out coached, man.
It's not, but Elko as well. And I like Elko, but boy, he makes me nervous.
Yeah,
also,
they
A&M's last couple games.
A&M's been fading. Yep, you're right. Yeah, so, you're right about that.
It's like Miami's up, A&M. It's like we're doing this, right? And like Miami's been hot. The last 4 or 5 weeks. So.
They have been. Well, here's two we can just run through real quickly. College football playoff. Ole Miss laying 17.5 to Tulane, and the over's 56.5. Yes on both of those. Just yes on both of those right now. That Ole Miss team is red hot, fired up to stick it to Lane Kiffin. They'd love nothing more to get to the college football championship game. These kids are going to be fired up. They already beat Tulane this year too, like 45-10 or something. So listen, give me the over. Give me Ole Miss in this thing easily. Tell me I'm wrong.
I like Ole Miss here.
Yeah, we're done with that. I mean, they're going to roast them.
This is a bad. I mean, whoever is playing Ole Miss here, I'm going to feel sorry for.
Well, this is another, you're 100% right. And to me, this is another message from the committee. They're little secret little Easter eggs they drop everywhere. Tulane is in, and then we're going to put them up against the team that already waxed them once, so that next year we can be like, look, a team killed them in the regular season and they got in again in the postseason. They killed them again. The group of 5 should be out. It's all whatever. You know what I mean? This is intentional. They could have sent Tulane out to Oregon and JMU to Ole Miss. They did it on purpose. Let's get to that one. Oregon minus 20.5. James Madison. The over-under here is 47.5. I'm going to say we both love the over because Oregon will probably get there alone, right? I mean, they should.
Yeah, over.
I'm also going to take Oregon laying the 20.5. Look, if this was 5 weeks ago, I'd say now 20.5, maybe too high, probably a stay away. But I've watched JMU not finish the season strong. They did not put Troy away. I'd like to think they could go out there and play tough. They can't.
Free money play, baby. Here's my free money play. JMU. JMU plus 20.5, plus 21.5. It just so you know, it was at 22, right? So it's coming down.
Yeah.
It tells me money is coming in on JMU. Look, their defense is good. The JMU defenses can hang. They can hang.
Yeah.
Like that, what they did to Louisville. I know Louisville is not Oregon, right?
Sure.
But Louisville's got Brom. Brom's a really good coach. He is an offensive coach. The JMU had some good D against Louisville. I think you have to play JMU at the 20.5, 21. Look, Oregon, again, who have they beaten? Like
the bad teams they roll it up on.
Yeah, but but this is where JMU, like, this is one of these two teams, JMU or Tulane, in my opinion, is going to hang around. One of them. I don't believe it's Tulane.
I don't believe it's Tulane either.
Look, one of them will hang around, and I think it's going to be a JMU. Look, the last four, fun stat, the last 4 JMU defensive coordinators are in the current playoffs, right? There's Indiana, JMU, Miami, and another team. Maybe I think it's A&M.
Yeah. Signetti, JMU. I mean, Signetti's JMU guy. But
I would say the seeds of Signetti and the seeds of like JMU team, that JMU coach is awesome. Like it's going to hold. It's going to hold. I think JMU hangs in. Oregon beating nobody ultimately. Like,
I'm not impressed with Oregon either, but here's what I'll say about this game, Andy, is I'll say JMU, you're right. Defense is pretty decent. I don't think they're going to be able to score. Here's the one thing about Oregon people don't give them credit for this year. Their defense kept them in all the games they were supposed to be in. Their defense better than normal. You think Oregon, you think high scoring, not good defense. It's the opposite this year. And I think, mark my words, this is how this game's going to go. Going to seem like JMU is hanging around in the first quarter. And once Oregon gets up that 2 scores, JMU's got to start pressing on offense to try to keep up, and then the doors are going to be open, and Oregon's going to just wide open floodgates on them. I think by halftime, you're going to be looking at a 20-point lead.
Yeah, loose team, nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Madison, I like that. I truly think they'll have a trick player too, and if they could sneak one of them or 2 of them past Oregon and past the defense, this game will be on, and I expect it to be on into the 4th. So,
yeah. All right, man. Hey, I hope you're right just for fun, just to watch it. But I'll definitely be on the over. We both love the over. We're in on that. Let's do that. I'm going to ride Oregon. All right, Monday night. We got the Idaho Potato Bowl. Utah State -1.5 versus Washington State. I'll break this thing down for you really quickly. Washington State is out. Starting linebacker, starting corner, starting wide receiver, 2 starting defensive linemen, starting edge. Listen. All these guys are bailing and bouncing and getting the hell out of Washington State, who's not very good to begin with. And Utah State's the favor here. Utah State has one first-team all-conference wide receiver who is in the transfer portal and leaving, obviously. Just give me Utah State. Give me Utah State.
Yeah, I think if you like Utah State, I'd probably get on it quicker than that because it sounds like it's going to go up with all the safety.
Hurry up. Yeah, jump on Utah State here. Hurry up and jump on that. So that pretty easy one for us there, guys. Tuesday. We got 3 games on Tuesday. We'll do the Tuesday games. We'll leave Wednesday alone. Tuesday, Boca Raton Bowl, Toledo +7 at Louisville. And now let me tell you this. Everybody's going to want to be on Louisville in this game because Toledo's coach left. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Look, just pull up your Google box and look. Louisville's down their whole defense and quarterback, guys. Their whole defense and quarterback out. This is a roster turnover. That when you get these Power 4 schools playing a team like Toledo in these bowl games anymore, they don't give a shit. They're not playing and they don't care. Toledo's a good football team. You're going to give me 7. I'm going to take them at 7.5. Give me Toledo. And I'm going to take Toledo as a money line dog this week, buddy.
No, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm with you. I'm taking the dog. I just 100%. So.
Yeah. Both of us going to be on Toledo for that money line.
Can I take that dog? No, he's Can I take that dog?
I'm just saying, last week college football 3-3 on money line dogs in these bowl games. So maybe Andy and I are digging in a little deeper than you, and maybe we know something. All right, let's hit that New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky -4.5 against Southern Miss. Western Kentucky's out there starting running back, but kind of plug and play for them there. Both teams pretty whole outside of that. And Andy, I'm just going to stay on this train that something happened to Southern Miss about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and they're not the same team. They're not very good. I'm going to take Western Kentucky.
Oof, man, I haven't dug too deep into this one. So my initial instinct, from being honest, is to take Southern Miss, but I'm going to defer to you. You're not wrong. Southern Miss I love Southern Miss, and then
they were rolling, and then something happened, and they got whacked by Texas State, who had like 3 wins at the time, and the wheels just came off the damn bus, man. Braxton started playing terrible. They dumped a 3-game conference lead to Troy. Troy got into they're not playing well. I can't see them mustering it up for this game before they get to go home. Give me Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. I'll probably buy it down to 3 or whatever, but I'm taking Western Kentucky.
You might want to do that soon. I think it's moving up.
Yeah, so, see, you better jump on that Western Kentucky.
Like Southern Miss, I'd get on them now. I see them at 5.5.
Yeah,
so,
yep. Let's go.
That's why I'm leaning Southern Miss. I'm looking at 5.5 at the moment.
If it gets up 6-7 points here, guys, like Andy's saying, for sure, jump on that. If you can get on this thing early and get it around the field goal, I think Western Kentucky is the play. So we'll watch that thing both ways. Last one here for the college football, Frisco Bowl. This is an easy one, Andy. UNLV -6.5 versus Ohio, who I loved early in the season this year. The over-under here is 65. 65. Now, let me just tell you, this is a real easy play, and here's why for me, and I'll see if you got the same thing in your notes. The coach and the quarterback from Ohio headed Auburn. They're gone. They're headed Auburn, taking the offense with them. Coach going, bouncing. He's gone. UNLV staying whole. UNLV a field goal away from playing for the Mountain West Championship over Boise State. Listen, this is an easy one. Ohio did not finish the season well. Everybody's bounced. Give me UNLV laying the 6.5. This thing stays under a touchdown. Give me UNLV and give me the under, because I don't think Ohio's going to be able to hold up their half of the bargain to get the 70 points.
Yeah, I like the under in this game more than anything. But if you know what I would do, I bet I can't stand UNLV football team. I don't know why. This is one of the teams I don't like. So and my gut instinct is always to bet against them. But I would take like a 6-point tease, and I would tease UNLV down. I would tease them basically to a pick 'em. I would tease them.
We're doing that for sure. Yeah.
Western Kentucky, and then probably like Louisville, or tease Toledo on the other side, whichever way you're going to go.
A little 3-team parlay we already gave you here, guys. I'm just going to reiterate to play it. Take the Western game on the under. Take the North Carolina State game on the over and take the UNLV game on the under. Little 3-teamer there. Boom. Let's knock that out. Let's do it. All right, here we go. You know the name of the game, buddy. Super 7 teaser. Touchdown teaser.
Wait, I got one more.
You got another one.
The last Tuesday game. California -1.5 at Hawaii.
That's on Wednesday.
Oh, I think it's Tuesday, isn't it?
No, I think it's Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't have it on here. Louis, looking at that up right there. Say Wednesday. He's saying Wednesday. You got Wednesday?
The 24th? Is that Wednesday?
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Okay, well, just giving you FYI. It's in Hawaii. Just so you
Hawaii.
know who I like.
Yeah, we'll be throwing you that Hawaii pick next Wednesday, and we both like Hawaii.
I like the home team, guys.
We both like them. We both like Hawaii in case we don't get that recording in on time. That's probably smart to do, Andy. Smart to do. All right, let's run down this Super 7 teaser. You tell me yay or nay. Here's where I'm landing on it this week. Going to be a shorter one. Arkansas State, Mississippi State, over 47.
Yeah, sure. I like the under in that Arkansas State game, so it's a little scary to me, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Memphis and North Carolina State, more than 50, plus 50.
Should be.
Yeah, I think should be as well. A&M and Miami, over 41.5.
You know, I like the under in that one, but you know, sure, 41.5. So it tells me, that's probably the right way.
Those teams want to score and do score a lot when they win. So somebody's
for sure. But
I think somebody's got to get to 30 to win that game alone.
I expect a tight first half. I think it's going to be like 10-7,
Okay.
7-3, 13-10.
Then we'll be sitting pretty at 23. I like that 41.5 over then. All right, Ole Miss minus 10.5, and the Ole Miss game versus Tulane over 49.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same with Oregon. Oregon laying 13.5 and over 40.5.
You know my thing. I like the over, but I like the other way. I'm gonna ride with JMU.
That's under 14. All right. Oh, yeah, ride JMU. You're gonna knock that one out of the box here. And then let's go. Who do we got here? You got Louisville. I got Louisville even. No, I don't like Louisville. Why would that be on there?
Well, if you're gonna take I think you want to probably get Toledo up to 12.5, but you could also
that's exactly what we want. That's what we did wrong here. That should be Toledo at 14. Toledo plus 14 is what we're playing there, guys. This is written down wrong, Louis. Toledo plus 14. Utah State plus 6. Yeah. Sure. And then give me UNLV even, and that game goes under 72.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, under for sure. Come on, let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, money line dogs for me. For me, Andy, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to be on.
Can I take that dog?
No, he's
Can I take that dog?
I'm going to be on Arkansas State. I'm going to be on Toledo. And I'm going to be on Miami as an underline. I know I'm taking A&M to win the game, but you got to play that money line dog money on Miami this week or you're a sucker.
For sure. For sure. By the way, Missouri State is plus 1.5.
Okay. They are the favorite. No, they're the dog now. Okay. Gotcha.
Missouri State's the dog. And I think you should take Missouri State.
Okay. So you're in on them. I'm
going to take Missouri State as the dog there.
All right. 4 dogs for us there.
But yes, I think you have to play Miami at 3.5. Just put it in the contest.
Yeah.
Even though if we both think A&M wins by 3, don't care.
You're playing moneyline dog Miami. I'll have that on a parlay for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking quickly. I think I would probably take a shot on Toledo, to be honest.
Got him on there. Yep.
And then I think I would take a shot at, I do, even though I think Oklahoma wins, Bama is the dog here, looking live on FanDuel.
Well, that's changed as well then. Just this morning, they were laying 1.5.
So I think whoever the dog in that game is, I think you're playing that dog. And currently it's Alabama, even though I don't think Alabama's going to win. But I would definitely take them on the money line. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. We'll be doing
that. The last one I will put officially in the contest. That's just more advice. I didn't want to get them in the contest. But I'm going to take Memphis, 3.5.
We're going to take Memphis as a dog. Okay. All right.
Write them one more time.
All right. You remind them one more time. You got Bama, Missouri State, and Memphis, and I'm rolling Ark State, Toledo, Miami. There's 6 of them there for you guys.
I think for the contest. Wait, I don't want Bama in there. I'm just giving my advice. I think that's probably where you should play. Okay. Whoever the dog is, the money line. If you want to have fun, do a money line parlay of the dogs of the of Miami and Alabama. Just do it.
Okay, so you're on the record, Missouri State and Memphis. Okay, all right, got you. We got you. All right, let's jump to the NFL. A lot of games to get to here in the NFL. This big week for NFL football, so I'll try to run them quickly, man. I know we're up on it here. The game number one tonight, you already gave who you like. You like Seattle. You gave it in your Big Six. Look, I like the Rams. We'll move on. We did that on the Big Six picks.
What I will say though about tonight's game is there's going to be no Adams, and like that's important. It's important because Adams gets about he has 14 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like it's going to be Tutu Atwell. And do I believe Tutu Atwell can beat the Seattle DBs? I don't think it's going to work as well. I think if you're betting on the Rams, you're fading Sam Darnold, which I think is a very good bet, by the way. But and the Rams' running game's a little better, but I just like Seattle here at home. I think it's going to make it a little messy in the NFC. I think it's about a field goal game. But similar to Miami and A&M and Oklahoma and Alabama, just take a money line dog here. Just have fun with whoever.
The playing field is leveled now. Both teams only have one legitimate wide receiver. Okay.
Yeah, sure. And I like the under.
Okay. All right. You like the under now. All right. Let's hit this Eagles at Commanders. Eagles laying 6.5. I told you last week, I thought that was a big get right game for them against the Raiders. They did solve a lot of offensive issues, blasted them out of the water. They look a little more cohesive. I think they roll into this game knowing they need to win it. I'm going to take them laying under a touchdown. I'm not going more than a touchdown. I'm going to take the Eagles laying the 6.5, gearing up for the playoffs.
I like Washington. I
knew it.
I like the 7. It's currently 7. I like it at 6.5. I like it at 6. I just think Washington's like one of those nothing to lose teams. Also, Philly played one of the worst teams in football and looked awesome. Now give me a halfway decent team. I'm not even saying they're halfway decent, just a competent team. So I think it's like a 7-point home dog. Like, buddy, there's called catnip, and this is catnip for me. So like I'm taking Washington in 7 for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna ride the Eagles. I think they're getting it right heading into the playoffs. We're gonna ride it, man. This one seems crazy to me. Excuse me. This one seems crazy to me, and I'm gonna be all over it. The Bolts are catching 2.5 points this week. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Andy, what is behind this line, do you think?
The Chargers can't score as much as the Cowboys. Like I think the Cowboys can put up many more points than I like Dallas actually. I like Dallas at 1.5, 2.5, whatever it is. Man. I think the Chargers are a fine NFL team. They beat a bad Chiefs team last week, and I know that holds some weight. Still, the Chiefs, brand name is very high. The Chiefs maybe not be very good. What we're finding.
Yeah, it's really just the Chargers playing the way the Chargers are going to play, though, right? We're going to run the football. We're going to manage the game. We're going to win the game. We're going to play defense. And I don't know, man. The Cowboys, they couldn't even handle business last week against the Vikings, which I think is the same exact attack against them this week, right? You got a good defense coming in with a team that can run the football, and the Vikings killed them with it.
Yeah, but I think Dallas is, I'm thinking about the Chiefs. I'm thinking about Chiefs, Chargers, and Chiefs, Cowboys. And the best team I saw in those two games were the Dallas Cowboys. When I watched those teams play those games, Dallas on Thanksgiving was a better team than the Chargers, and the Chargers, and you would go Dallas, Chargers, Chiefs in the ranking for me of the games that were played those days. I also like a get right spot here for Dallas at home. Back to back, got embarrassed. I love betting on a team like this, by the way, after a national game losing badly. I love betting on them the next week. So that's kind of where I'm at, Dallas.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're in implosion mode and the Bolts are in hey, we're pushing for the playoffs here. So I'm going to be on the Chargers. I'm going to be on the Chargers for a little bit.
I want to give one more. I'm sorry to jump on one more thing before I forgot though.
Yeah.
This game is not important. This game for the Chargers is not important. The game next week is important, and that's the Texans. So it's
real important if they lose it and they lose next week, they're in real trouble.
Nah, because they'll be 9 and 10 and 6. They're still going to make the playoffs, and then they play the Raiders. This game, there's no team's going to catch them. And the Chiefs are 6 and 8. The Ravens are 7-7. Ravens it's a division winner out.
Colts
right?
and Houston, right? I mean, Colts and Houston could both
Houston's
catch them.
8-6 or Indy's 8-6. Like, look, we're nobody. But I think next week's game is where the Chargers will bring out the plays. I'm wary of the Chargers this week. It's
Okay.
big.
Well, everybody is clearly. Everybody has that spread,
Yeah.
man. I think Vegas is with you. I'm going to ride Jimmy Harbaugh. I'm going to ride him this week, baby. Money line dog for me. I'm going to take the Bolts to win the damn game. We both love it. Sorry, what?
You got to take the money line on that.
Yeah, you got to. We both love the Panthers +3 against the Bucks. You're not going to give me. Look, I'm going to get that 3.5. I'm going to take that all day. I'm with you. We both love it. I'm going to be with you this week. I'm going to jump on this Vikings train, man. I hope I'm not too late. The Vikings laying 3 at the Giants. Give me this at 2.5 all day. They sold me the last 2 weeks. They figured something out.
Well, I'm going to tell you, favorite bet on the board. Here's my ticket. I'm stepping off the Vikings train. I love the Giants. Love the Giants. Just because exactly of what you're saying. Everyone's getting on board. Everyone's coming on to the Vikings. Like, you will
Listen,
not
if you guys are just listening to the show, you need to be watching it as Andy leaned in and held up his ticket as if he was on the Christmas train. I love it.
No way. You will not catch me. I will not be caught dead on this Vikings train. Like, yeah, they were awesome. Short week. The Giants are at home. Like, no, thank you. Just like I like betting on the Cowboys, I love betting against the team that looked awesome on Monday night. That this week is the Vikings. They are the favorite. Oh, that now we're talking more catnip.
You think Giants are winning the game?
100%. You can lock it in. This is one of my money lines, baby.
All right, man. I'm putting you down for NYG on the money line dogs here, my friend. But when we come back from this announcement,
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
I'm gonna hold you to head. Then let's go, Vikings Giants. Let's go.
I can't wait to tie. That's a tied up city, baby. What was that? 3?
Right. We're going head to head on this one, baby. We're going money line on this straight up. You think they're going to win the game? I think the Vikings will win the game. Let's go.
All right, I'm running with Dart.
All right,
boys.
baby. All right, we're on. There's one. We got one locked in there. Bills -9.5 at the Browns. Yeah, the Bills they're peaking at the right time. Browns are the Browns. Look, that defense is decent. Bills are not going to cough one up this week. They're going to win this thing by 10 points.
They should. I'm with you. The only thing I'm wary of is, do the Browns have one last game in them at home decent? Like, do they? And that's the question. And so if you believe they do, I think you take the Browns. I'm not for sure yet. So it's going to be very hard for me to lay 10.5, whatever it is with the Bills. So we'll see. This is we'll see. I do think the Bills are, looking a little more dangerous all of a sudden. So it scares me. But do the Browns have one left in them? That's what you have to decide, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Listen, Joey Sadness laying 4 points at the Dolphins, who have given up the season. Tua is not the starter anymore. They're going with, I can't even remember the guy's name.
Ewers.
Yeah, they're going with Ewers. I got to take the Bengals to win this game. Joey's got to try to get the media off his back a little. You can't just show up and lay another one down, or there's just going to be a million more questions. He's got to come out and play well. Ewers' first start. Dolphins are trash. I'm going to take the Bengals laying the 4.
Ugh, man.
Exactly, but,
I'd probably stay away, but, knowing me, I'd bet everything. So I would, I'll probably just like Bengals money line and get out of there,
Yeah.
All
right. Well, let's jump on
the under. I'd probably take the under.
Yeah, the under in that game is a possibility. That's a
I'm
possibility.
just not trusting a rookie. I get that he'll be at home, but we're talking like 48 points.
Yeah.
Unless the Bengals put up like 30.
Yeah, which I
and
don't.
Then, even if they put up 30, that the Dolphins are going to put up 17. And I'm like,
no, it's not going to happen. I like that under as well. I think I'm going to be on that with you. I'll be on that with you. Broncos laying 3 to the Jags, and I'm going to say we both love this one. Jags on the road, no thank you. Jags on the road up in Denver, no thank you. Give me the Broncos laying the 3.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think the Jags are, have kind of turned into a kind of a good little team. If this was in Jacksonville, I definitely would be on the Jags.
100%.
But it's in Denver. I'm with you. I'd probably lay the 3 with
Yeah,
them.
and for everybody listening to this, going, no way, man. Jags, man. Broncos ain't it. They're hyped up. You've been betting against them all year long. Go check their record and go look at the teams they're beating and look at how they're beating them in the fourth quarter. This Bronco team's legit. I'm going to take them laying the 3.
I think so. I mean, I feel more comfortable taking the home team in this one.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go Lions -7 at home to the Steelers. Must-win game for the Lions. They do everything that the Steelers cannot stop, and the Steelers do nothing on offense that even against a Lions defense that's a little banged up threatens me at all. I'll be on this thing minus the 6.5. It's a must-win. Lions lay the points. Steelers, they're not winning this one.
I mean, it's 6.5, 7, whatever it's going to be. Like, it's hard because I think Tomlin over Campbell. And these are kind of the Tomlin spots generally where they show up, right? This is generally where the Steelers show up. You've made most of the money on Tomlin is like 60% as like a dog, right? Like, so like he's good here. And,
can't stop the run. They can't stop the run. And I'm telling you, Campbell's going to lean on it this week.
I guess this is where I land on that. I agree with you. They cannot stop the run. But is Campbell going to lean on the run? Like, or is Goff going to be the first like 5, series? Is he going to be like throwing it to St. Brown and I don't know. I'm finding it harder to trust Campbell a little bit in this spot. So it makes me nervous.
It looked like last week in the big game, he figured out we need to get back to a little bones here. And you saw Montgomery getting a lot more carries and a lot more bang yards. And I think we're going to see that again this week.
And Watt's out, right? Watt's out.
Yeah. Watt's out. I mean, come on. I'm on the Lions here. I may put a chunk on this one. I really am believing the Lions are going to beat the Steelers. We're teasing that 100%. That's coming in the super teaser, no doubt, buddy. Let's go. Pats -3 against the Ravens. This is a tough one. This is a Big Six picks game. We already gave both our thoughts on this thing. You could check that out on the Big Six picks. A pretty important game for the NFL this weekend. It could go either way. Both teams really need it. And I think you and I are both on the Pats. We're both on the Pats in this one.
I will say, I think at +3, you got to take the Pats. But I think if it dips below that, and I think it is, so 2.5 or even 2, like I would feel comfortable betting on the Ravens at 2 or 2.5. So like the number 3 to me is very important. It's very important.
Yeah, it's a very important number in this game. It is a very important number in this game. All right, last one that I have, and it's pretty much every game we covered. Colts +6.5 at home to the Niners. Yeah, give it to me. Rivers in his second game. I'm going to get it at 7.5, obviously. Rivers in his second game, man, they look like they know what they want to do. Here's going to be my argument, Andy. Niners, neither one of us have been extremely impressed with them. Defense is bad, but good defensive coordinator. And it looked like last week the Colts put into action put their money where their mouth is with bringing Rivers in. We're bringing in a guy to just manage the game, and we're going to go run heavy and trust the defense. And I think that could be enough to keep them within a touchdown of the Niners.
Yeah, no, I like the Colts here, but I think it's just because they're going to do the exact same playbook they did last week, which is like run. I love the under in this game. Run. Give me the under. Run. Rivers throws it 7 yards. Rivers can't throw the ball 20 yards.
No, not yet.
7.
Yeah.
And so like same style of game, same everything.
Everything.
I think you're going to take the under. And in San Francisco, I will say I would be a little nervous about it because if San Francisco gets up 10-0, kind of forces Indy to play a little different style, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, you can be in trouble.
But if Indy can keep within a puncher's distance in this game, under Indy.
Under Indy, for sure. I like it. Under Indy, and that's where we like it, man. All right, let's run this. Wait,
I got a couple more.
I thought that was every game.
No, you missed a good one on Saturday, buddy. What about Packers Bears?
Oh, I'm not betting that. Stay away. I'm not
Stay away.
Not getting near that thing, man.
Oh, I am definitely stepping in front of that thing. I like the Packers. And there's like a 1.5. I love this team where everybody's like, they've lost Parsons, they lost Watson. Like, the Bears are like, I just like the Packers here. I think they have an opportunity, and I would take them at 1.5.
I correct myself, Andy. I'm not staying away from this game. I'm just not playing it in the spreads we're discussing because the Bears are going to be.
Can I take that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
take that dog?
Look, I need the Bears to lose. I need the Bears to lose, but I'm taking the Bears at home.
I like LaFleur here. I'm going to bet on the coach. And sometimes these games, it's just you're betting on the coach.
Yeah.
Just like Tomlin, I'd be interested in taking Tomlin in Detroit. I'm just betting on the coach.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Tomlin's going to win. But the other one I wanted to get at is you got the Jets plus 4.5 at the Saints.
Give me the Saints.
I know we talked about the Saints rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And to me, this is just the Jets line. I feel like I have to take the 4.5.
I can't do it. The Jets have cashed it in. They don't give a fuck. They're losing on purpose now. Like, I just can't do it.
And also Tennessee over the Chiefs. Tennessee.
Another one I'm just going to stay away from. If you put a gun to my head, I'd bet the Chiefs anyway, just because of Holmgren. I think Holmgren's a big enough difference in that game, even without Mahomes. I was a Holmgren. Holmgren, same guy. Yeah. Andy Reid. Andy Reid. Yeah, I'm going to bet on Andy Reid in this one, man. Just come on, Titans are that bad.
Yeah. Also, Arizona home dog 3 off the Falcons coming off a road win. Yeah. You're gonna hammer the whole, this is again the recipe. I love this recipe. Also, by the way, it was a standalone televised game, a Thursday night game, extra rest. The Cardinals have lost 10 of 11. Last team they beat was Dallas on Monday Night Football.
Sure.
Give me Arizona here.
I'm going to take Arizona as the money line dog. Well, here's what I'm going to say about those last 2 games. I don't have them down for much of anything because I'm not going to bet them because those spreads are these are pick 'em games against garbage teams. I don't want to have to watch them. I don't want to have to watch them.
Sure. No doubt.
I'm going to be out on that. I'll be out on that. All right. But hey, maybe it could be some easy money, though. You're right. Sometimes you just got to eat that cold soup, man, and you'll get full. Let's jump on this super parlay. We're on the way out here. Let's get super touchdown teaser. You tell me yay or nay. Here, let's roll through this. Rams plus 6 at Seattle.
Well, by the way, you do it now, you can get it. They're plus 1.5. So,
but it's touchdown teaser.
You get up to 8.5. Is my point.
Oh, they're plus 1.5. Okay, so yeah, we'll take that at 8.5 all day.
And yes to that. Yes.
Right,
yeah. So what I'm saying is yes, and get the best of the number.
Yep, you're right. Sorry, I thought you were saying minus 1.5. Yeah, we're gonna go Rams plus 8.5 for sure. Let's go Eagles even at the Commanders. You think Commanders beat them?
I don't know, but do you trust this Eagles team who's looked horrible for the last 6 weeks?
I think to win this
the number one, beat the worst team in football. The worst team in football is the Raiders.
They've been beating a lot of teams, but just not very well. I think they beat a bad team.
Man, I can't trust Philly. Okay. I would trust the under. I'm gonna be on this one. I'm gonna push back on this one and keep it in the teaser. I think they win the game. They're gonna have to show me. Definitely got to show me.
Okay. Give me the Bears plus 7.5 against Green Bay. More than a touchdown. This thing's gonna be close again.
Again, like the Rams, it's now plus 1.5, so you can get it at 8.5.
So we are going to take the Bears at 8.5 as well, for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Now listen, you may be against this against the Cowboys, but I'm going to take the Bolts at plus 10, buddy.
You got to.
The Chargers plus 10. We're going to do that. We're going to do that for sure. Let's go Panthers plus 10 against the Bucks.
Yep.
For sure. Let's take, you might disagree here, but this is my new cross the line rule. If I can get to 4, that gives me a victory on a 3-point game. I'm taking the Vikings plus 4 at the Giants. No, you're out on that one. Andy is out on that one. Okay.
You got to get the Giants up to 10. What are you doing? Take the Giants up to 10.
Yeah, I guess I'm scared that Vikings team's just going to hammer them, man. I don't know. But listen, here's one I do like for sure. Bills minus 3 at the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, for sure. Lions even money against the Steelers. I'm taking it.
Yeah, you do that for sure.
I'm taking it. Ravens plus 10. No, but it would be New England plus 10. Now this thing is flipped. So New England plus 10 is what we're going to take there. New England plus 10 for sure. New England plus 10. And then let's say Colts plus 13.5. We'll get it to 14 right now.
5.5. So you get it 12.5, whatever. But yes.
Yeah, we'll take that Colts one too. All right, man. That's going to be the super teaser. Now we'll end this thing with our money line dogs. Now, Andy, you've already given us the Giants and the Cardinals. I'm going to give you my 4. I'm going to be on the Bears. I'm going to be on the Bolts. I'm going to be on the Panthers, which I'm sure you're going to be on as well, and the Colts.
Well, I won't give the Panthers since you did, but I would take I'm going to, yes, Giants, love them. Arizona, I'm in on. I am all for Carolina. So it's I'll also go with the Titans.
Oof. Okay. All right.
I think like, look, you got to bet bad teams, baby. That's the deal, right?
All right. You want to go head to head on this Chiefs Titans game? You want to?
Sure. What's the number you got at?
I think it's at 3 right now, right? I don't know. You have to look. You got in front of you. I have an old number here, obviously, from the morning.
3. Yeah. I'll take the Titans.
Okay. I'll give you the Titans in 3.
I think when it goes bad on it, I always think when it goes bad with NFL teams, it goes bad.
Yeah.
It just does. And that's the way it goes. And like, there's
been going that way for the Titans all year.
But they are covering more as the end of the year. They're kind of
they've been getting some junk scores. They burned us a couple times. You're right. They did burn us a couple times.
Chris Jones, who plays half-ass in games that matter this year, like you're telling me he's going to try against the Titans? Like, no. I don't buy it.
No, maybe not.
Bolton will try hard. I just not buying a lot of the rest. Also, McDuffie's out on his way out of Kansas City. They're not going to re-sign him. Like,
yeah, probably not.
I don't know why he's going to try. And I'll give you a 4th. I want to give you a 4th.
Oh,
I want it
crazy.
Because you gave 4, I want to give 4 just for my love. And look, I'm going to take a long shot. I'm going to take a big one, baby. I'm going big, and I'm going to ride with Dan Snyder. Is that his name? Dan Quinn. Dan Snyder.
Quinn, you're going to take the Commanders?
Yep.
Oh, buddy, this is
like I just said. When things go bad, Philly doesn't need it. The division's open.
Andy, we're just creeping up to almost getting 500 on the year here, and you're throwing me Commanders right now. We can't afford it. We can't afford it, but we're going to lock it in. We're going to lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm telling you.
We just can't afford this pick right now. All right, well, listen, I'm hoping Kansas City can do it. I'm hoping Holmgren's cousin, Andy Reid, can get the win this weekend. I think you're going to spit your coffee out there. Oh, man. Well, listen, that was a lot of action this week because it took us a little longer, guys, but we're diving deep into those bowl games. And if you paid attention last week, us diving into knowing who the hell's playing and what coaches are going where came in huge. 5-1. The only game that we lost was Army covered, but we played Navy on the teaser and won it back anyway. We're pretty much undefeated in college last week. So stick with us on those college games this week. NFL's heating up quicker than a junkie spoon. Playoffs are around the corner. Buddy, it's going to be another fun weekend. Let's get some more dough.
We're gonna give it a shot, and I'm gonna give you 2 quick St. Clair approved 6-point parlays. Just play the lowest number. Here's what I want to give it to you, just so you got them, everybody.
Okay.
This is my Christmas gift to you. I'll play them. You play them. We're all gonna win. You ready?
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock the Giants up to 8.5. Guys, believe me when I tell you, it's gonna work. It is going to work. We are gonna rock Arizona up to 8.5. It's going to work.
I'm going to play it, buddy.
And I'm going to give you one more. I just want to add somebody fun with them. You know what? Because you're going to play this, let's put the Lions in that third one. They get them down to a -1 or even that's a 1-3-teamer.
Okay.
That is 100% lock. That thing's a lock. I'm going to force you onto the Giants.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just for fun.
And here's the other one, just absolutely free money that I'm giving out. We're going to go Panthers at 9. We're going to go the Titans at 9. I like these Niners. I like 9. And then we're going to throw, for the fun of it, if we get the Pats at 9, let's get the Pats at 9. Let's make a 3 a Niner. I call that one the Niner.
Triple nines. I love that. That one I like a little better. I like that one a little bit. All right, guys, we're going to play both of those. We're going to play both of them, and we'll show you the tickets at the beginning of next show as we cash both those tickets. I might play it as a 6-teamer, and I'm going to play it as a 6-teamer as well.
Man,
play a 6-teamer as well.
And it's a double win. You're going to win, too.
I love a super teaser, buddy. 6 teams on that bad boy. I'm going to do it. All right, guys, that's it, man. Lay the money down. Get your cash. Get at us. Let us know. It never hurts to say thank you when we're handing out free dough like we did last damn week. And we'll see you next time, buddy. It's time for another episode of Allright Bet. A lot of games this week, man. That was a lot of games this week.
Loose.